So let's start talking about the scholarship details about Italy. So you might have already heard that the students will get the scholarship, but I'm going to explain how much, how, and why did they give the scholarship, and what are the pros and cons. Of course, anything which has a benefit will have a defect as well. So let's talk about this stuff, and then let me clear some basic doubts that were asked by the students recently on the Instagram and stuff. And let's talk at the end of the video about the accommodation part also, because mostly people think about they get the accommodation as soon as they get into the university or when they apply for the university. No, that's not going to work. So I'll explain it properly, so make sure you watch till the end of the video so that you can understand much better. So let's start about the scholarships. So why do we get the scholarships in Italy for as a student? So the first point of the scholarship is about they exposing themselves of their culture, and they wanted some international exposure to the university also, and making them come to the university. And as an international student, you will be helping the university by staying in the local rooms, buying some stuff at the local grocery stores, and this is how they help the economy of the Italy, and that's how this works, the scholarship thing. So the main part of this thing is, so we are getting a benefit out of it by getting our education degree, because the European degrees are valuable around the world. So anywhere you go, they accept the European degrees. So it's a much better option for most of the students. So let's break down the money that we get, and then we'll talk about it, how to use it, how to utilize it, and let's break down everything. So you'll get around 7,200 euros roughly, and this will be divided, this is per year. So for example, if you are in the first year, you'll get a scholarship of 7,200 per year, which will be created into your account in two parts, which is 3,540 some euros. So this 3,540 will be issued for the 6 months of your stay. So for example, if you come in September of this year, you will be applying all your documents and stuff, and then the first installment for every student will be given in December. And then if you miss the December scholarship, then it will be coming into the February or March. And then this is the first part of the scholarship. This is the first part. So if I'm a person who got the first installment in December, I won't be getting it in the February. Okay, if I did not get it in December, then I'll be getting it in February, the 3,500 euros. And next, now we have the remaining 3,600 euro, which is left from the 7,200 euros, which is the second installment of the first year. So now you will be getting 3,600 euros in June, July or so. Depends on how they work. So this is how the scholarship will be divided. In the first installment, you'll be getting it for free based on the family income. So if you're an international student, you have to submit a document called as family composition certificate. Using the family composition certificate, you can ask the CAF office, which is a scholarship office related, it's a scholarship related office, which is a government office which will help. So when you apply as an international student for the university, then they will be asking about a certificate called as family composition certificate. So this family composition certificate can be used as your basis. So accordingly, they'll start a ranking. So there will be 100 of students who will be coming as just like you, and then everyone will have family composition. So if I show my family composition certificate as that my family earns only 500 euros per year, which is 50,000 roughly in INR. So this amount will be shown up in the family composition certificate, and this value will be used in the ISE document. ISE is something called as a document which will tell your income with respect to the Italian government or the European government. So this document will be useful for your scholarship money. Okay, this ISE is after you come to the Italy. So don't bother if you are still in India, but just let's talk about the family composition certificate. Family composition certificate is the certificate that you use to show how much your family earns. Your father, your mother, if they are working, or if you have a brother, and if your brother is working somewhere, or finally this is how the family composition certificate works. And then so you have your family composition certificate now. So using this, you will apply it in the particular CAF office that I have told you after you come to the Italy. So all you can do from India is you can just apply, okay, but the next process will be coming later after you come to the Italy. So you can just apply from here, but the money should be credited, or money will be credited after you come to Italy by submitting some more documents. Until and unless you get into the Italy, no, you are not getting any kind of scholarship before itself. So that's how it works. And as I told you, the first installment will be given based on your family composition. So what about the second installment? So the first installment will be based on your family composition, because if there are 100 students, each person's essay value will be calculated and they will be putting into a ranking. So according to the rank, they will be posting all the money, they will be creating all the money accordingly into your accounts. Where do you get the account? So if you are lucky enough, you can get an Italian government bank, the Poste Italia, Intesa San Paolo, or any other banks, the local banks, or else you can go to the online banks which are Revolut, Wise. These all accept the transactions also. So you can opt any of these banks and you can get the money from the Italian government. So now we are talking about the first installment. The first installment will be paid, as I told you, the first installment will be paid by the government for free almost, based on your family composition. What about the second installment? The second installment, as I told you, they will be checking the credits. See, there are two points when you clear an exam. The first point is how much marks you scored, and the second one is how many credits the particular course holds. The minimum credits for each subject is 6 credits or 9 or 12 credits. So using these credits, the next scholarship will be credited. So the criteria to get the second installment is getting 20 credits. So I don't know how you will get the 20 credits, but you have to show the 20 credits by the next installment. So the next installment, before the next installment, they'll be showing a date saying that, okay, so now this is the deadline for checking the credits. So for example, if they are going to post the money in the next month, they're going to tell you the month before, saying that, okay, we have a deadline of August 10th, for example, let's say. So on August 10th, we will be closing all the deadlines and we'll fix with whatever we have. So if I have 18 credits by the time, so I'm not going to get the scholarship. And then the person who has 20 credits by August 10th, they'll be getting the scholarship in September. I'm just giving an example. These are not the exact months and the dates and the times. Okay, I'm just giving an example. So the person who is not getting, so if I don't have 18 credits, I cannot get the scholarship. But the person who has 20 credits will get the scholarship for sure. There is no doubt in it. So the second scholarship will be 3,500 euros, and the next year you have to apply again, and this cycle goes on. The number of criteria requirement for the credits will be changing, which can be 20, which can be 30, which can be 60. According to the course that you study, it changes. There is no particular rule for it. So according to the credits that were required by the scholarship office, you need to clear all of these credits. So now you might ask me, what will happen to me if I don't have the 20 credits by the deadline? Now the point is, if you don't get the scholarship in this installment, then there is a second chance which you will be getting it in the just 2 months later. So for example, if you couldn't get the scholarship in December, you will be getting the scholarship in March or April. So this is how they work. So you have to be careful with each and every deadline and then clear the exams by that time. But if you come here, you will understand the scenario. But still, if you are watching this video from India, so I'm just explaining it a little bit complicated, but I hope you understand what the topic is. And what are the pros and cons of the scholarship? The scholarship will be sufficient for your sustainability. You can live freely, you can go to trips, the money has no restrictions, it bears all your living expenses. If you want to spend money to your home, you can do it, but you have to be very precise with each and every euro that they give you. If you spend recklessly, there is no point of saving the money. You can just run the money in 2-3 days. So it's very easy to spend money, but you have to be careful with what you are doing with your money, so that you can send the money to India, or you can do whatever you want with the money. And so how do you apply to the scholarship? So first you will be getting an admission for the university. So once you confirm your admission with the university, if they give you a pre-enrollment, and if you are applying for the visa, then you are eligible for applying for a scholarship. So every year on August 5th or 6th, they start opening the portal. So you can go and apply for it. You just have to fill your document, you have to fill your details, your address, your passport identity, and then submit the application. Then you'll have a reserved area where you have to go into the go inside the portal and upload some more documents, which are like 3 documents that I'm going to explain later. But this is how the application will be going on. So now let's assume you have applied, and then what is the process? After you applied for the scholarship, then you have to come here, I mean by getting a visa, of course. So after you come here, you have to go to a office called as CAF, as I mentioned earlier, saying that you have to submit some documents into the CAF office. Then they'll give a ISE value. ISE 2, they'll be giving you 2 documents, which is ISE ordinary and ISE perfecto. So using these documents, you have to upload it into the website again, and then you have to wait for 1 month at least. So it depends, because if tomorrow is the deadline and if you upload it today, it's okay, then you will be waiting for just 1 month. But if I am a person who have come in September, but I've uploaded it in September itself, then you have to wait till the November, saying that you have to wait September, October, November, and then December you will be getting the money. So as late, so it's better if you come late and then get the money, if you're coming only for money. But if you want to study, then it's better to come in September, because the university starts in September. So apart from this, so as you upload the documents, they'll be starting to give a rank according to each student, so which will be displayed in your personal portal. So don't worry about it, the ranking doesn't matter basically, but it should be shown as beneficiary in your account. So once your account says beneficiary, then you are perfect and fine. So when they post the money, you will be, which means when they create the money, you'll be getting it. So beneficiary is the only thing that you have to be bothered about. So that's how it works. That's all with the scholarship, I think. And when you apply for the scholarship, there is a concept called as accommodation. I'll explain it very properly again, because I've made a video already, but nobody cares and nobody watches it. But I'm going to make a video again. And that's all with the scholarship. You can manage the scholarship very well. So trust me, because I was living there for 2 years, and I'll be living 1 more year, not more, but I hope I clear my masters and then go out of the Italy or somewhere. Depends, but it depends on my opportunities. But basically, of course there are some pain points using the scholarship, because if you live in a private residence, your money is not going to be sufficient for you for the whole year. So then you have to work for a part-time, or do some other works, maybe doing some other academies in the university, or you have to be focused on what you're basically doing. So that's how it works. And I think that's all with the scholarship video, guys. I'll make one more video about the accommodation, and I've started a new page on topmate.io, where you can book a consultation to talk directly to me, saying that if you have any doubts, because basically the students will have some kind of new doubts which I couldn't expect. If you have any other doubts, just book a session directly online, or text me on Instagram, and I'll share you the link. So that's all for the video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to watch the other video, which is about the accommodation, and I'll post it soon. Thanks for watching.